All right, welcome back to the cave, ladies and gentlemen. Where today we're going to discuss one that's been on Netflix for a little while, um, but hadn't had a good chance to watch it until recent. Um, and it's called The School of Good and Evil. Okay, it's a fantasy drama. It's rated PG-13. Like I said, it's on Netflix, and it's got some big cast. Some big cast members in it. Um, Charlize Theron, or Theron, or however you pronounce her name, is an amazing actress. She's in this. I think Kerry Washington's her name. She's in it. So some pretty big names. I'm not really sure where I've seen the two young stars who are the leads. I haven't seen them in anything off. To me, I hadn't seen them. It's got one of the guys that was in Shadow and Bone series. He was the guy. What was his name? Jasper, the guy with the quick shot, quick draw guns. Anyway, he's in it. But yeah, so it's got a pretty big cast, and the premise is pretty cliche. I think it's been done a few times in the fantasy realm of. It's this school where these two young friends, these two young ladies, are swept away to, and are best friends, but they wind up on opposing sides as the school is split down the middle between the good side, which are going to be the good fantasy characters, and then the bad side, which is the villains, and basically trains them to grow up to be both hero and villain and keep the balance in the world between hero and villain. And so yeah, that's basically the premise of the story. Like I said, these two young characters who are friends winds up on opposite sides. Charlize Theron plays one of the teachers there. Um, she's a great actress. Let's just go ahead and get that out of the way. She's always been good at playing the sort of bad, villainous type character, whether it be from Snow White and the Huntsman, where she played the evil queen, diva in that role, right? She did a great job in that one. Or whether she's playing the villain or villainess, as if I should say, in the Fast and Furious movies, even though they've become well outlandish and cartoonish in style, she still does a great job as a villain in that movie. She's one of the few actresses, look, that can sort of break down and balance. She's so versatile and so intense of an actress that she can play either the hero, the good guy, and she has played a few of those, or she can play a villain and she can be downright evil. So she's very good at bringing those performances. So she was well cast into this role. Kerry Washington, she's always great. She's kind of the good one in this one. She's a great actress as well. Does a fine job. So yeah, the movie itself, great cast. Decent premise, but the story, I don't know, just the writing of the story didn't work for me. Okay. There were some plot holes, right? Quite a few of those. And I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's just something about it. I can't put my hand on it, but something just didn't work. Okay, like I said, the story was probably a good bit of that. The two lead actresses who starred as our leads, the two young ladies, and I'm not going to try to remember their name. Their acting is a little so-so. I mean, it's not that great. Really, the only redeeming factor of this movie is Charlize Theron's performance, and even with that said, she has definitely done better roles. So she was a little bit, I don't know, not used well in this movie. Also, it's quite lengthy. It's 2 hours and 27 minutes. Why it was that long? Oh my God, way too long. Just too long of a movie. It could have been way shorter. I get that they were probably trying to make a new franchise, a new Netflix franchise out of this, make it big, epic, long. Maybe try to span it out and get a Harry Potter type franchise going or something like that, but that just didn't work. Okay, it's not gonna happen. Okay, not gonna be the case. I don't think. CGI was decent. Netflix has done a really good job of producing big budget style, theater style movies, and so CGI was done pretty good. But yeah, it just didn't work for me. It was a no go. I don't know. Either way. But if you're a big fan of fantasy stuff and you're familiar with this material, if you're a fan of that type of situation, then you might enjoy it. To each his own. To each his own. If you like it, that's fine. I just didn't care for it. If you're a fan of Charlize, then you might appreciate her performance in it, or her being in it rather. But there are much better movies out there that Miss Charlize has been in that I'm a fan of. But yeah, so The School of Good and Evil, it's rated PG-13. There's some intense, frightening images and things of that nature, and some adult themes that may not be suitable for the young children. So, yeah, it's on Netflix right now exclusively, so that's pretty much the only place you can catch it is on Netflix. So you got to have that subscription, guys. But as always, no more further ado. This has been my opinion. Opinions are like butts, everybody. Everybody got one. Some of them stink. Later.